Today I wanted to talk to you about meditation, specifically mindfulness meditation. So just so you know, there's a lot of different types of meditation practices, and I think it's great to try out a lot of different kinds. And the one that I'm going to be talking about today is specifically called mindfulness meditation. And with mindfulness meditation, we are focusing on our breath. So our breath is our object. It's like our focal point. It's like home base for our mind. And the main reason that we practice mindfulness meditation is to really strengthen our mind's ability to be present and to be mindful. That's what it's all about, right? And it's natural, it's normal to sit down and try to meditate and feel like you have a crazy monkey mind. Totally normal. You're not alone. Welcome to the club. Come have a seat, because that's why we practice. So if you experience that and you think, I can't possibly meditate, no, meditation is for you. It's for everyone. If you have a mind and you can notice your breathing, then meditation is for you. So with our mindfulness meditation, it's really simple, but really hard. So we notice the breathing, and your breath is something that's happening all day long. You're not paying attention to it. So when we come to sit for meditation, you are actually noticing, which might seem really boring because it's very subtle. So you just notice what's the temperature of the air, notice how long you're breathing, just paying attention, following the breath as it moves in, continuing to follow it with your attention as it moves out. And then just probably in just a second or so, your mind will bloop, it will go into a stream of thoughts about what you're gonna do next, your to-do list, something that happened this morning, what you're gonna eat later, just all kinds of things. And again, totally normal. And the practice, the reason why meditation is a practice, just like yoga is a practice, is our practice is in noticing when our mind drifts off and seeing if we can be aware of it and say, oh yeah, I'm thinking, I'm caught up in thought. And then when you notice that, you consciously bring your attention back onto your breath. And every time you do that, it's like you're doing a mental push-up. So this is how your mind gets stronger and improves its ability to focus and be present. And at first, I like to describe it like a really quick game of ping pong. It's like back and forth. So it's like thinking about something, then you notice your breath, and then you're thinking and notice your breath. And slowly, as you get more comfortable with meditation, as you get more reps in, as you do it more, you might have days where you linger longer on your breath and you realize your mind isn't as busy. That takes a long time and it takes practice. It will get better, but it takes some time. And this practice is so good for translating to our everyday life. So there might be times when you realize, oh, I'm feeling really anxious, I'm worried, I'm caught up in thinking about the future or dwelling on something in the past, and you can actually have that awareness and realize that you're doing it, and then choose to come back to the present. This can also be translated in so many ways, but another way is it can translate to when you are actually trying to have a conversation with someone, or you're doing a task, you're working, and you need to focus on one thing. When you notice your mind drifting, you want to open multiple tabs on your browser, or you're talking to a friend, but you notice yourself wanting to check your phone or something else. Mindfulness practices, meditation practices make you more aware of those habits that you do, and then helps you change your behavior with that. So now we can take some time to practice now that I've explained it to you. So it's recommended that you are comfortable. Now, comfortable doesn't mean like you're gonna fall asleep. So we don't wanna it's generally not practiced lying down, although you can if you know that you're not gonna fall asleep. But generally you practice seated, up on a cushion. You can sit in a chair. And I'm just sitting here on a cushion just with my hips higher than the knees, and finding a nice posture here, sitting tall. And then if you'd like, I invite you to close your eyes. And let's just start with a deep breath together here. So when you're ready, you can take a full breath in, let it go. And then just return to your breathing in and out through your nose. And just really focus on feeling the air as it moves in and out right at the tip of your nostrils. Can you feel how the air is cool as it moves in? A little warmer as it moves out? Really, you're just working on keeping your attention on that feeling of your breathing. And of course, eventually, inevitably, probably pretty quickly, your mind will drift and you'll start thinking about something else, something for the rest of your day, something that happened earlier in the day. As soon as you notice that, you can even label it. You can say, I'm thinking. Once you label it, you then have a choice. You can actively choose to come back to your breath instead of going down the rabbit trail of thoughts. So we'll just spend some time here noticing your breath. And noticing when your mind drifts away. And you want to make sure when you bring it back, you're not, notice what the self-talk is. So you don't want to be, angry with yourself or telling yourself how horrible you are at meditation. You want to be gentle and nice and friendly with yourself and just say, oh, we're not going there. Just like you would if I was walking on the path with Sabrina and she went off the path, I would just go grab her hand and say, oh no, honey, we're not going there. Come back. I wouldn't spank her and try to get her, be really angry at her for drifting, going off the path. So treat yourself like you would treat a child who's just been curious and wandered off. And you're just constantly repeating that cycle of noticing and remembering. stop thinking and you couldn't focus very long on your breath, that's okay. It's normal. It's totally fine. There's never really going to be a point where you have achieved it, like where you've totally got it. It's something that you always have to keep working on, you always practice, and we practice so that in life it translates. We're more mindful, we're more present, we're more able to focus, which we all need currently. Yeah? Let me know if you have questions, let me know if this explanation was helpful, and I'll talk to you later.